see what happens.
Happy opening day of gun season. I'll just say that to you because I hate gun season. I shouldn't say I hate gun season. I don't like gun season though. It's no fun to me. I'm still going out even though it's gun season at my grandparents', and I am going to be hunting with my bow. Where I'm sitting, it doesn't really matter. You know, if I see one at 100 yards, I want to be able to shoot it anyway. I mean, it'd be pretty hard to shoot it at 100 yards because there's really no place I can see that's 100 yards away where I'd be able to see a clean shot. There's so much standing corn, and then that's the only reason. I mean, so it doesn't make a difference whether I use my bow or not. My longest shot would be like 40 yards. We'll see what happens. So I guess the farmers that farm this land, they are farming the neighboring property for beans. So they're combining beans. There was a lot of activity on my camera all day today at that stand. So I'm actually going to have to go through the corn to get in there so I don't kick anything up because there'll probably be a lot of deer in the pasture already. So I'm going to go through the corn, walk the fence row up, and then that will keep me downwind and hopefully I see something. So anyway, I'm about to leave. I'm like, it's late. It's like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. By the time I get out there, it'll be 4 o'clock. Sunset's at 5:30. Made it out here. It's 60 degrees. That field is just freaking wet, man. There was two or three shooters on the camera between last night and this morning. So the wind isn't in my favor. I'm wearing this vest that's been sitting in my bedroom for a week, a month, 3 weeks, I don't know, a while. I wasn't planning on hiking until I saw those deer on camera last night and this morning. So I just grabbed it, didn't wash it, didn't clean it, just said screw it. One of those dogs spotted me, so I just started dancing, waving at her, trying to get her the hell out of here. There was no shooter bucks in that group. There was a couple of small bucks and a whole bunch of dogs. So I just like, get out of here. Just get in the way. You keep staring at me. Can't move. And this is my last hunt before I go to camp, no matter what. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday. And I never hunt on my daughter's birthday. Sometimes I'll go to camp on my daughter's birthday, but for the most part I don't hunt. Or I don't hunt no matter what. And then after that, I don't know what's going to happen. A really nice buck came out at the other farm just now. Came up on camera, made a big spray, rubbing all in the tree, showing off, like, hey, look at me. Nope. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I don't know why I came out tonight. I mean, I've got to the point where I've been able to pattern deer, and if it's a west wind, they do not come over here. Last night was a south wind, this morning was a south wind. So it's just, I'm so stupid for just, I don't know why I came out here. So what happened was, he came out, I moved my camera around the tree. Literally right after I said I was done whining, I looked around the tree and he was walking right down the tree line. I was like, man, that's a nice looking buck. And then I started looking, and it was one of the ones that I've been watching all year. He is a younger buck, but he's a nice buck. I'm taking him. So anyway, I moved the camera around the tree. I thought I hit record, pulled my bow back, double checked to look and see if I hit record, and I did not. And I got that bare bow, that execute bow, and it has 90% let off, and letting that thing down is no easy task. So I was like, forget it. It sucks, but I'm not missing a chance to shoot this buck. And I shot him. It looks like it's it's definitely a low hit. I don't know how well of a shot that first shot was, but I mean, the arrow was full of bubbles. There's hair missing. There's blood splattered all over the corn right there. And I just started looking for his tracks. But anyway, yeah, let me go back. So when I shot it, like literally the words that came out of my mouth, the first thing I said was, damn it, because it looked like it was a little back. So anyway, I'm gonna take off this jacket, my hat, and just put my vest on because I am hot, and I gotta drag that thing about 100 yards. I can get it up here, and then I can come pick it up with the side by side. But yeah, so that's what happened. Oh yeah, and that's not what happened. So then I tracked it 70 to 100 yards, not that far. Since I thought my shot was a little bit back, but I saw him kind of like lay down because of where he is, the corn is real short. So I figured he might have crashed, but I wasn't sure. So what I did is I went and tracked him down. I saw him laying. I went around, got downwind of him, and then he picked his head up for a second, like trying to get a breath. So I just shot another arrow in him. He jumped up, fell right back down, and crashed. So. Yeah, he's dead. It's getting late. I gotta go back to my backpack. I forgot my tags are in my backpack, so I gotta go back over there. But it's a pretty good buck. He thought he was a younger buck, but it's hard to tell. But looking at his hooves, he might be an older buck. They say when they got white on their hooves like that, they could be older. Oh, got it moved, gutted, tagged, all that good stuff, but now I gotta go back and get the lawnmower. So the Kubota, my grandparents' Kubota, the dogs did something to the wire. The dog ate something in the wiring, so it's got a short, and it just always draws. Battery's always dying, and so I tried to start it, didn't start, jumped it, got it out here, turned it off for like a half second, then remembered it didn't start, tried to restart it, and it died. So I ended up having to walk back to the house, get the lawnmower, go out there, jump it with the lawnmower, then go get the deer, take the deer, go get it, tag it. Yeah. All right, time to go home. Yeah, he's not too bad. He 9-point, and then he's got these little 2 kickers, but I don't think those will count. But he's not the buck I thought he was. I thought he was a different buck, and it turns out he's not that buck. So one of my, I don't know if I even know this buck, honestly. It's a good buck, but I don't recognize him, so I'm thinking maybe he got kicked off a neighboring farm, came over, but we'll see. I mean, until I really look at the footage and stuff, I really don't know where this buck came from. But I'm pretty happy. I was glad that, even though it was opening day of gun season, I was glad I chose to go out with my bow. I wasn't going to go out, and it was kind of like the last second, and then my grandma was telling me that they're combining on a neighboring property, so I was like, well, it makes me want to kind of go out. So anyway, that's the buck. I'm really mad I didn't get him on. I shouldn't say I'm really mad I didn't get him on camera, but a little disappointed I didn't get him on camera. But with all the things that happened last night, I feel like that's just kind of the way things go for me. We'll see what happens.